Ever wondered how major football clubs manage their enormous funds? When we talk about football, we often focus on the players, the tactics, the goals. But behind the spectacle, there's an intricate financial game being played, one that is just as crucial to a club's success. Welcome to the world of football finance, a realm where the stakes are high and the decisions made can determine not only the fortunes of a team, but also its very survival. The financial side of football is a complex machine, with multiple revenue streams and expenditures that need to be carefully balanced. The major football clubs, the ones we see consistently at the top of their leagues and in the Champions League, operate on a financial scale that can be hard to comprehend. Their revenue streams are vast and varied, including ticket sales, merchandise, broadcasting rights, and increasingly, commercial partnerships. These clubs are not just sports teams, they are global brands, with a reach and influence that extends far beyond the football pitch. How they use their money is just as important as how they make it. Player wages, staff salaries, stadium upkeep, youth development, transfer fees, these are just some of the areas where the funds are allocated. Financial management in football is a delicate balancing act, one that requires careful planning and strategic thinking. And let's not forget the impact of finance on a club's overall performance. A team can have the best players in the world, but without sound financial management, it can quickly find itself in trouble. We've seen it happen before, clubs falling from grace due to financial mismanagement, serving as stark reminders of the importance of financial stability. But on the flip side, when managed well, these funds can propel a club to new heights, allowing it to compete at the highest level, attract the best talent, and build a legacy that lasts. Understanding the financial dynamics of these football giants is key to understanding their success on the pitch. So, buckle up, because we're about to dive deep into the fascinating world of football finance. What are the main sources of income for these big football clubs, you might ask? Well, let's dive into the world of football finance and see where the money comes from. Firstly, we have broadcasting rights, which are a significant revenue stream for the big clubs. These are payments from television networks and streaming services for the right to broadcast games. For instance, Premier League clubs in England collectively earn billions from their domestic and international broadcasting rights every year. In fact, the top teams can earn over £100 million just from these rights. Then there's matchday revenue. This includes ticket sales, food and beverage sales, and merchandise sales on game days. If you've ever been to a match, you'll know that a football stadium is a hive of commerce. Take a club like Barcelona, for instance, with their stadium Camp Nou. With a capacity of nearly 100,000, the revenue generated from just one match day could be substantial. Now multiply that by the number of home games in a season, and you can see how this adds up. Lastly, let's not forget sponsorships and commercial deals. These are agreements with companies who pay to have their branding associated with the club. This can be on the players' shirts, around the stadium, or even in the club's name. A prime example of this is Manchester United, who have a lucrative sponsorship deal with Chevrolet, a partnership that has significantly boosted their income. These revenue streams are not mutually exclusive, and most clubs will have a mix of all three. For instance, Real Madrid, one of the richest clubs in the world, has a balanced income portfolio, with broadcasting rights, matchday revenue, and sponsorships, each contributing to a significant part of their income. As you can see, the financial health of a club is a complex web of different income streams. Each of these sources plays a vital role in keeping the club financially stable and competitive on the pitch. The financial game may be played off the field, but its results are seen clearly on it. How do football transfers work and why are they so expensive? Diving into the world of football transfers can feel like navigating through a labyrinth, but once you understand the nuts and bolts of the process, it all starts to make sense. It's a complex dance of negotiations, contracts, and money, lots and lots of money. So let's talk about transfer fees first. These are the sums that buying clubs pay to selling clubs to secure the players' services. The fees are often staggering, with some players commanding price tags in the hundreds of millions. But why so much? Well, a player's cost isn't just about their skill on the pitch. Factors like their age, contract length, marketability, and international status all contribute to the final figure. Then, there's the matter of player wages. These are the salaries that clubs pay their players, usually on a weekly basis. Top-tier players can earn staggering sums, sometimes upwards of $300,000 per week. It's a significant financial commitment for any club and a critical factor in any transfer negotiation. But the financial rabbit hole goes even deeper with agent fees. Agents represent players in negotiations and they don't work for free. They usually receive a percentage of the transfer fee or the player's wages, adding another layer of cost to the transfer process. The transfer market is a high-stakes game, and financing these transfers is a challenge for many clubs. They often rely on a mix of revenue streams, including broadcasting rights, ticket sales, merchandise, and sometimes even loans or financial backing from wealthy owners. But why do clubs spend so much? The answer lies in the potential rewards. Success on the pitch can lead to more fans, higher revenues, and increased prestige. It's a gamble, yes, but one that can pay off handsomely. So, there you have it. The transfer market is a world of staggering sums and intricate negotiations, a place where football and finance meet in a high-stakes dance. And whether you're a fan of the game or the numbers, it's a fascinating spectacle to behold. The transfer market is a major financial playground where clubs invest heavily in the hopes of future success. What is the economic impact of football on local and global economies? Well, let's start with the obvious. Football is a massive job creator. From the players on the pitch to the stadium staff, the coaches, and the backroom staff. There are a lot of people involved in making a football club function. And it doesn't stop there. Think about the television crews, the sports journalists, the merchandising companies, and the local pub owners who all benefit from the football industry. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. The tourism industry also gets a substantial boost from football. Fans travel from all over the world to watch their favorite teams play, filling hotels, restaurants, and shops. This influx of visitors brings a much-needed boost to local businesses, particularly in smaller cities where football clubs are often the main attraction. And then there's tax revenue. Football clubs, their players, and the staff pay taxes on their income, which contributes significantly to the public purse. In countries where football is a major industry, such as the United Kingdom, Spain, and Germany, this tax revenue can amount to hundreds of millions of dollars each year. But the economic impact of football goes beyond just money. A successful football club can bring a sense of pride and identity to a city or region. It can put a small town on the map and attract investment, driving economic development in the process. Moreover, the global appeal of football also plays a part in international diplomacy and trade. Countries often use football as a soft power tool to strengthen their image and relationships abroad. In conclusion, football is much more than a sport. It's a complex ecosystem that generates employment, stimulates economic activity, and brings communities together. It's a powerful tool for social and economic development, and its impact on our lives goes far beyond the 90 minutes on the pitch. Football is more than just a game, it's a significant economic driver. So what have we learned about the financial dynamics of big football clubs? In our journey through the intricate web of football finance, we've uncovered the vast revenue streams that keep these colossal clubs afloat. From broadcasting rights to merchandise sales, sponsorships to matchday revenues, each income source is carefully harnessed and maximized. The business side of football is a complex machine, finely tuned to churn out impressive profits year after year. We delved into the fascinating and often perplexing world of the transfer market, a place where players are bought and sold for sums of money that boggle the mind. Yet, it's not just about buying the best player, there's a science to it, a careful balance between financial gain and sporting achievement. We saw how clubs exploit this market to their advantage, managing their assets and liabilities with the acumen of a Wall Street trader. But it doesn't stop there. Football is not merely a sport or a business, it's an industry that impacts the broader economy. The ripple effects of a football club's financial activities can be felt far and wide. When a club invests in a player, builds a stadium, or hosts a match, it doesn't just affect the club and its fans, it touches local businesses, creates jobs, and can even influence a city's economy. The world of football is a microcosm of economic dynamics at play. It's a fascinating blend of sport, business, and finance. It's about passion on the pitch and prudence in the boardroom. It's about the roar of the crowd and the silent hum of the counting machine. It's about the thrill of the game and the cool calculation of the market. So, next time you watch a football match, remember, there's a whole financial game being played behind the scenes. Whether it's a multi-million-dollar transfer deal or a humble ticket sale, every move has an impact. Every decision is a calculated play. And every game is not just a battle for points, but a contest of financial prowess. Next time you watch a football match, remember, there's a whole financial game being played behind the scenes.